It's time for the Double J podplex, where wrestling lives. So man up and step on in. Your wrestling news and commentary. Here are your hosts, Jeremy and Jimmy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the show. This is the Double J Podplex. My name is Jeremy. And as always, with me is Jimmy. Jimmy, so how was your day today, bud?
Well, I'm officially on strike. I don't know how much I want to talk right now. But you go ahead.
You're on strike, okay. So, we actually have
Nobody asked why, but it's fine.
Okay, why, Jimmy, why?
No, I don't want to tell why. Just keep going.
Okay. So, we actually have a special guest on the show today. He is my cousin, Kaydon. Big wrestling fan. And, so welcome to the show, Kaydon. How you doing?
How y'all doing?
A little end zone cast action going on here. We have a certified G with us.
Got the shirt on.
There you go. He's got the shirt on. I have the Drink It In Man shirt on, and Jimmy's
got the
Under Armour on. So you know, he's a little bit of the outcast today.
Yeah, because I'm just not having it right now, man.
We're not happy, man.
No. I'm still protesting.
So today on the show, we're going to discuss Extreme Rules and how it wasn't so extreme at all. It's sad to say.
So, okay, this is the fact of the matter. Why is Uncle Jimmy protesting, you may ask yourself? Why is Jimmy protesting? Why is he sitting here saying little to nothing? Well, of course, I broke my silence. My silence has been broken because you witnessed a women's championship match between Bayley and Alexa Bliss. I almost said Sasha Banks. They all flow in my mind.
They all flow. Yeah.
But the match was ruined by multiple things. But one, it started off as a kendo stick on a pole match, which is basically a slap in the face to the entire women's revolution. Jeremy, take it away. I'm going back to silence.
Yeah, it was a pretty disappointing, I would say, a pay-per-view altogether, really.
Really, just to sum it up, is Bayley got demolished.
She did get demolished, and we will go over more of that, once we go over all the matches. We're going to do all the matches, so we're going to start off with the kickoff show match between Kalisto and Apollo Crews, and Kalisto defeated Apollo Crews.
Well, that was well said. That was very well said there, Jeremy. The one thing I'll say about the match, and I guess I broke my silence because, there are two J's in here. So, the match itself was actually not bad. Kalisto and Apollo Crews are both very skilled, and they just, in the ring together, obviously have gained some type of chemistry. Now, may that be from them wrestling each other 1,500 times. May it be from their times in NXT. They looked good. The thing that hurt me as far as that matchup went was the fact that Titus O'Neil was on the outside. The whole Titus brand is not getting over, and it's really not worth watching.
Yeah, the
Titus
brand. It's
Titus brand went down like Hulk Hogan running not NXT, TNA.
I couldn't have said that better myself.
That's actually pretty good. Good job, Kaydon.
Damn.
Yeah.
Maybe go back to silence.
Going back to silence.
So you just been replaced.
We gotta add another letter to the card, man. We gotta add another letter to the card.
JJK.
JJK? That sounds like
or KJJ, whatever.
That sounds like a finisher.
I would like a S because my nickname Swag runs with it.
This dude's on fire today.
I don't want to bring up the dab right now because it's too early in the show.
Too early.
We'll do that at the end of the show.
Yeah, we'll do it.
I'm tearing up. Uncle Jimmy's tearing up already, son.
He's proud of you. You understand? He's proud of you. So, but yeah, that match was, it was a pre-show match. So, for it being a pre-show match, it is, take it for what it's worth,
But you gotta look at it like this. Why are those two guys not involved in the cruiserweights?
That's a very good question.
The issue with that, but we'll do that later on in the show. But why are those guys, not in the cruiserweights? And honestly, God, it just seems like they have two guys who are so athletic and so good at their craft. And are getting better. I mean, look at Kalisto's look. I mean, he's getting better each week. Almost like dragon look.
Right, yeah, I dig that. That's cool.
They have too much to be just, we don't know what else to do with them, so here you go. With kind of a BS storyline. So, that's my 2 cents.
Kalisto is he should be in the cruiserweight division because its ratings are dropping, and he's just a great fit for it.
So you think he would boost the ratings up for 205?
I think he could boost 205.
I think Apollo and Kalisto could probably boost it up. Maybe have them have a championship fight. Either one has a champion. Doesn't matter.
I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
And I like the way he put that about ratings. I mean, we got a young businessman coming up in the works. One way I will say, if they are stuck on the idea of the cruiserweight division, which seemingly they are, they had their own show, that would make a heck of a lot of sense to have those two smaller guys going over to the cruiserweight division if you want to beef up your cruiserweight division. So, I completely agree.
Right. But actually, before we get on to the next match, I'd like to do a shout out to Custom Vapors. They are our sponsors for the Double J Podplex show. And Jimmy, are you looking for a new bottle of juice? Or tank? Or a whole new setup altogether? Well, we have the place for you.
Now, where is that at? Oh, that's right. That's right. I have to read it. I forgot.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, Custom Vapors, located at 1928 Williams Boulevard in beautiful Kenner, Louisiana. It's your one-stop shop for all of your vaping needs.
And you know what? While you're there, why don't you like them on Facebook? That's Custom Vapors with a Z. So go see our friends Jason, Megan, Rachel, and Chad. They'll hook you up with the good stuff. Tell them that the boys at Double J sent you.
And remember, if it's not custom, it's crap.
That's right. So, I love doing that.
Dude, that's my favorite quote of all time. Outside of Ochi Mama, but go.
Oh, indeed you do.
I didn't see that one on the script.
That's Jimmy's quote right there.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go to the Intercontinental Championship match with The Miz and Dean Ambrose. So what did y'all think of that match?
I'm going to let him go first on this.
Go ahead, Kaydon.
I mean, he's doing his thing, man.
Should have had a better ending, but it was just an awful match.
So all right. So what didn't you like about it?
How it ended, and just really didn't seem well to me that Maurice, when she got sent back, she came back and distracted it, and Miz is being the cheater that he is.
Yeah.
Throwing Dean into the ref.
Yeah, that was that was a big heel move of him to do, for sure.
And then Dean, and just like every superstar would to keep his title, he would go to the ref and try and make him not disqualify him.
Jimmy?
And then...
Oh. Okay.
No, I think Dean... I think this is very good for Dean Ambrose's character right now. I think he is now the hungry dog after the bone, so to speak. He's going to be chasing after this title. I mean, he wants it back, no doubt. And Miz, like you said, I mean, acting like typical heel, and even people cheer him when it comes out because we cheer heels nowadays. But when he was out there accepting his title, whatever he was doing on Monday night, and then they were chanting "You deserve it," and then he said, "Stop chanting, chant that for everybody," or whatever. So I mean, even people who are cheering him, he's shooting down. So Miz is doing a hell of a job on that. The Intercontinental title match or title picture is becoming interesting because of the newly occurrence of the Drifter, Elias Sampson. So where does he, kind of lay into that picture? I'm not really 100% sure, but you're going to get another Ambrose and Miz match. The feud isn't bad. It could use a little fine tuning, but there's definitely more left to see.
So I know the Miz made comments about saying how he felt Dean Ambrose didn't bring I can't remember how he worded it, but like legitimacy to the IC championship.
Yes.
Do you agree with him?
Kinda.
Kinda?
Ambrose just is not that great of a champion.
Really?
And it's kind of somewhat controversial stance, so to speak. Dean Ambrose is one of those guys who, when his music hits, man, you're sitting up in your chair. You know, you're ready,
yeah.
you're ready for him. He is, to me, he's like a mix between Stone Cold and Terry Funk. You know, he is the guy who'll get in there and just brawl with you to the end of time. Mm-hmm. But to me, it's more about the climb of him attaining a championship than it is about him actually holding one. Which is why Miz, as much as I hate to say it, kind of does make a better champion than Ambrose. Mm-hmm. But the climb is where baby faces or big time fan favorites kind of go over a little bit more than the actual title reign. There are exceptions, but all in all, Ambrose definitely falls in that category.
So do you agree with Jimmy, Kaydon?
Yeah, Miz is a great champ. Even though when he comes out, you're just booing him, but
I'll be honest, I'm not really too big in the Miz. I think he does good in-ring work.
I like the Miz.
But it seems like
what the Miz does with what he has is extraordinary.
he has Maurice.
Well, yeah, but even before that.
Maurice helps him win those titles, you know what I mean?
Right, but even before that, he's for being to be honest with you, basic talent.
Yeah.
As far as in-ring. Not bad.
Right.
But there's nothing really extraordinary about him. I like his move, but there's nothing really extraordinary about him.
I agree.
On the mic, he's very good.
He is. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
I'll give him that.
He has grown so much since being in the real world to where he's at now. It's pretty much shows that anybody could kind of do it if they do, put their mind to it.
Right.
So what he's done has been extraordinary, but yeah, I do agree with you. I've never been the biggest Miz fan, but you gotta kind of respect what he's done.
Absolutely.
I think this Miz is probably maybe just a little bit better than old Miz. Miz with John Morrison.
I remember those days.
That's another feud that could have been a hell of a lot better, man.
Oh, yeah.
Morrison was another underrated athlete.
Absolutely. Hopefully one day he comes back. I like to see him.
He's
Johnny
a
Mundo, man.
Johnny Mundo.
Lucha Underground.
Yep.
That's right, man. I tell you what, he just said something that most adults don't know.
Yeah.
About Johnny Mundo and Lucha Underground. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You are the real deal, Kaydon.
That's right.
Believe that. Not like the Roman Reigns style believe that, but absolutely.
Oh, it's true.
It's true. It's
damn true.
It's true. It's damn true.
Yes, indeed.
Sounded good.
So moving along, we have the next match, which was Rich Swann and Sasha Banks, and they defeated Noam Dar and Alicia Fox.
Yeah.
It was squash best.
Yeah,
Squash.
thank you.
Squash. You stole the words right out of my mouth, dude.
This is one of those that,
Sorry.
I don't think anybody, even people who were, in their bathroom, upset, on the computer, mashing keys furiously, will even really talk about a whole lot.
No.
There's not enough to talk about here. Rich Swann, oddly enough, is entertaining. Sasha Banks is great. Why did this match exist?
Just to put it on the card,
because I think Sasha's in a feud with Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
That was quite
No,
nice.
That was nice. That was nice.
No, it's just to me the match just didn't make any sense. Where's this going? Is it going anywhere? I mean, there's not much to say.
There really isn't much
I
to
agree
say.
with him.
I agree with him.
Speaking of matches that don't really make too much sense, is a kendo stick on a pole match.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
we've already aired grievances about that.
Is Vince Russo running the joint or what?
You would think so.
On?
You would think so, man. Why?
Why does this match exist?
No, exactly.
That is the $6 million question right there.
What they had said and what was the rumor was they wanted to show a side of Bayley's character
that we did not see.
And we still didn't see it.
Correct.
So what the hell was the point of the kendo stick and pole match? If you wanted to show another side of her, another more aggressive side of her, it didn't have to be that. It could have just been an Extreme Rules match. How hard is that? Use whatever.
But see, the funny thing is, all the matches, well, I don't say all, but a lot of them, they had rope break.
Right.
Which, last I checked, Extreme Rules matches, there
do
is
not
no
have a rope
DQ.
break. Correct.
No rope break.
That's the crazy thing about when I think about pay-per-views, and I'm going to say this shortly, but I could definitely go a while on it. Hell in a Cell. Is every match in Hell in a Cell? No. Extreme Rules. We have what? One Extreme Rules match? You know? The final match? I mean,
and the tag match.
And the tag, well, yeah, I guess the tag.
So.
Yeah, it was a cage match, but...
The kickoff show was an Extreme Rules match.
I don't even remember what the kickoff show was.
It was
Kalisto
Kalisto and...
with-
Oh, that was the first... Okay. Well, Uncle Jimmy was just waking up around that time, so...
Yeah. Uncle Jimmy.
You know. No, it's just... for it to be called Extreme Rules and only have one or two or three, you know, it's not the whole pay-per-view. You know, it's just something that's always bugged me, but... The kendo stick on a pole match never needed to exist.
No.
That's just dumb.
They could have just let their regular...
It
match,
actually brings down two very good women competitors.
And I think we've already seen the mean side, the aggressive side of Bayley, because when she gets mad, she's a T-Rex hunting down the bait.
Well, you know, there is times, especially in match, where she gets pumped up, kind of like Hogan used to,
Yeah.
and just she goes after him. I mean, look,
Yeah.
when Alexa Bliss started messing with her family and talking about her, she flipped. But
she got beat in her hometown.
that was
That-
also
That was
interesting.
That was also the thing that
was
I
also
really didn't
something
get.
that threw me off a little bit too. I don't understand how she basically got owned by Alexa Bliss Sunday night. That didn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense to me. But they are looking to build up Alexa Bliss, which makes complete sense because she's arguably the best thing you got going in the women's division.
Yeah.
But to put Bayley down so much, who was an obvious fan favorite,
Right.
That's like, you know, telling, I don't know, Finn Balor to go home. You know.
This is, yeah. And I don't think anyone would dare tell him.
No, because then you got to deal with the demon.
Yes.
I got a question before we go on to the next match. What happened to the other demons again?
Yeah. You know, that's a hell of a good question.
That is a hell of a good question.
Because all I remember seeing last Monday Night Raw, I remember seeing Nia, well, Dana, Mickey. That's all I saw.
You know, that's true. On the pay-per-view itself, you had the championship match, you had the squash match, and it's like we don't have a women's division anymore, I guess. You know?
It's like
And you have, like you say, you have Nia Jax, Mickey James, I mean, you know, Dana Brooke. I mean, you're not lacking of talent, so why are we not trying to create anything else? Or do you not have enough faith in the rest of your squad?
It's like when SmackDown first started with their tag team division, it was lacking.
Mm-hmm.
And then they built it up. That's
Well,
what
look,
I'm
man,
trying
now
to see. That's what I'm
SmackDown
trying
has
to see.
Charlotte, so they're gonna be okay.
Just remember, this is Vince's baby here.
Right.
This is,
Yeah.
you know,
Right, this
you
is
just gotta
Vince
remember that. It's Vince's baby.
that's
And then once he's dead and cold,
It's
well,
going,
it's gonna be Triple H's
well,
baby.
then you
but
assume
No, I think
once
it's,
and when that happens, it's going to be NXT version WWE.
I think it's gonna go from Vince McMahon, it's gonna go to Shane and Stephanie. Then when they die, their kids are gonna come. It's gonna go generation.
Yeah.
McMahon family all the way.
Yeah.
When the McMahons die, I'll be there.
You know, before we go on, there is actually a rumor that at WrestleMania, what are we going to, 34?
Yes.
It is going to be McMahon versus Trump. Hair Part 2.
Here,
What?
part two.
No. Okay, one of the worst matches I've seen at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it again.
Let's do it
Sounds
again.
good.
Let's do it. Hey, I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan.
Okay, let's see Vince McMahon lose his hair again.
There you go. I
Actually,
paid
the only reason I had to
Oh,
say that, you know, I know the Donald's our president and everything, but he actually paid me a little bit to say that because you know he still does have his casinos. I mean, his casinos, Jesus, his hotels.
Yes.
Although he's not running them, but his son. So Matthew, I did it for you, buddy.
There you go. Shout
I
out.
don't even know if his name's Matthew.
Yeah. So
What's the next
So
match?
after that match, but yeah, Alexa Bliss did retain her title in that match, and then we went on to the steel cage match for the tag titles with Cesaro and Sheamus taking on the Hardy Boys, and they became two-time champs.
Two-time champs.
Two-time champs.
Yes.
Which was one of I'll go ahead and say it was the best match of the night.
I'm not going that far.
No.
No.
I think it's sort of the best match. I think it's still tied with the 5-way.
With the five, yeah.
Yeah, 5-way, but did y'all see what happened about the title reign of the last two-time champs? They won it on
June
4,
4,
June
yeah,
6,
7, yeah,
June
something
6.
like that, yeah.
Exactly what I'm about to
They
bring up.
lost it Wait, no, they won it on April 2nd, and they lost it on June 6th.
Yeah.
2 times in a row.
You know, I gotta say,
Crazy,
man,
huh?
it's
Yeah, it's
you know,
crazy.
it's like he's been looking at my notes, but he's not. It's all in his head, man. It's all in his head, man. This dude is on. One thing I would add to that, that's one of that may be the stat of the day. But one thing I also did want to bring up as far as Sheamus and Cesaro's credibility as a tag team, not just as a one-on-one competitors. Their 2 title reigns. They, of course, beat the Hardys, which is an all-time great tag team, and they beat the New Day to stop the New Day's streak of holding the title. So they're credible now. I mean, they're you know.
I think they should split up Cesaro and Sheamus. I think it's gone too far now.
You think so?
I think after this title reign, it's gonna happen. I think it's getting to that point at some point.
I think soon enough, someone's gonna turn on someone.
Yeah, you could. I mean, they could easily turn whichever one they want to on the other. And that could happen at any point in time.
Which I think it's.
But
gonna be
you are lacking as far as tag teams, and that's the reason they may keep them around for a little bit longer. Just momentarily, I want to bring up how god awful it is, how they treat Gallows and Anderson. I don't know why you get them here if you're doing nothing
and not use them.
Now, are you waiting for Finn? Yes, indeed.
I was just about to say, can we see a reunite of the Balor Club?
You know, I pray it's coming. I just don't know why you book 2 guys who were very similar to the Outsiders, very similar to Nash and Hall, I believe. I mean, if not a hell of a lot more athletic. I don't know how you bill them the way they've been billing them. It's just a slap in the face.
Are we waiting for like a trade, AJ? Are we waiting for? Are we gonna wait for 3 years to sign Kenny Omega? What are we gonna do? Are we gonna have Shinsuke join? What are we gonna do?
The only thing with Nakamura, if he joined, then maybe, you know, they may not always know what he's saying, but, you know, he'll nod and laugh or something, and they'll be okay with it. You know, it's like when I went to Mexico. I mean, I didn't know what the heck they were saying, but, you know, I still hung out with them. They knew what was going on. They knew the score, you know. As far as the club goes, that's another interesting scenario that I believe I will touch on a little bit later.
Yeah.
The Bullet Club needs to happen. I just believe they're waiting on getting that patent, or whatever you want to call it, from New Japan, if indeed they do end up getting their library, which still may not happen. That still sounds weird to me, but that's wherever we're going.
You know what I want to see? I want to see the club versus
the Shield.
The Shield.
You see that
God,
Facebook
yeah.
post?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Oh hell!
At SummerSlam, I would love to see. I would love to see like the club, and then like it would be like the club versus Roman or Seth, and then Finn comes out to help the club, and then all you hear, Sting music. He's come up from the back of the ring.
You're gonna make me cry.
And then I would probably bulge my eyes out, but I would just love to see them. Just a stare down I would like that. That's all I want. Just at least a stare down.
Alright, this is the one moment. Sting was my dude. And the only time, well, I'm a grown little man, but the only time that I've actually teared up during any sporting event was when Sting retired. And yet again, I don't think he's done. I think Sting's going to come back and do something. I don't know that he'll be in the ring. I don't know that he'll wrestle again. But
Hulk Hogan versus Sting?
Well, we don't want to put people to sleep.
Yeah.
You know, we don't.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
However, those promos would be great. The
They
promos
would
would
be
be
good.
damn nice. I mean, it's just like if you had Taker and Sting again at Mania, which I don't know why.
I don't know why they didn't.
I don't know
do
why
that.
they didn't do it, but
Face
well, they
palm.
could.
Would've
But
big face bomb.
Facepalm.
oh yeah, I mean, you know, you had the opportunity to do so and you didn't, and
We could've-
you can still do the promos. Promos are still there. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted because Kayla Cuoco's on the screen, but
Hey, get in the podcast, man. Come on.
So get in the podcast,
Yeah,
man.
God in heaven. Go to the whatever's.
Okay,
Yes,
so
we could have seen the Bat versus a Dead Man.
we could have.
And
who knows?
I didn't know what to say about Sting. I wasn't just gonna say like the Stinger because everybody knows that. I was just
Right.
gonna say,
Oh,
like, the Bat.
if I really want to get into Sting, we won't leave until about 1:00 in the morning.
Yeah, we'll be.
So,
Okay, let's do it.
But moving on.
Okay.
So our next match we had was the submission match
From the sin.
for the Cruiserweight Championship between Neville and Austin Aries.
Right.
So what did y'all think of that match?
Yeah.
Well, what I would say about the match, first of all, having Austin Aries and Neville, two guys who are immensely talented in the same ring at the same time, going for the title yet again, was great. I enjoyed the match. I think my only statement of the match, I thought both men did very well, but to turn it into a submission match, as briefly before the pay-per-view as they turned it into a submission match, I think really kind of lessened the type of match they could have had. You didn't get to really use your finisher to end the match.
Right.
You didn't get to have Neville go up top and act like a
Well, he still
fighter jet.
He still hit the red arrow though.
He hit it
good
on
red arrow.
Austin's back to do the rings of Jupiter.
That was a nice red arrow to the back.
That was actually quite
Yeah, it was.
quite
Yeah,
good.
he was like,
I just think for it to be a submission match, I think it took a little bit away from what they could have done.
Yes.
That I guess would be the way I put it. I'd go, if I had to throw a grade out, I'd be somewhere around a B. I think the two guys could have done much better. But, I think there was definitely something missing there. Although, look, they put on a hell of a fight. They told a story in ring, which is something that's so little done nowadays. And, you didn't know who was going to win from time to time. And, that created a hell of a inspiring wrestling match. And the submissions that were done, there was a lot of them. And, that's what happens in a
Can't
submission
keep count.
match, I suppose. That's right.
okay, so my thing is that why didn't Austin Aries? Is it 3 times now that he's won against the champion,
Yeah.
and he still hasn't won it? It's like waiting for the Bullet Club.
Right.
I'm taking that back in.
Quite the
Right.
good analogy.
A little bit ago.
Right.
You assumed that they
why?
would give it to Austin Aries. 'Cause
At some point.
To
you
me,
know?
Austin Aries, and I've said this at prior episodes, to me, Austin Aries stepped down to go into the Cruiserweight division. I think Austin Aries could have done whatever with whoever. And I think he stepped down to go to the Cruiserweight division. It's odd that they didn't give it to him at Mania. That's odd to me.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah, it was
Much
odd.
less now. And maybe they have bigger plans for Austin Aries. Yeah, maybe they have bigger plans for Austin Aries. I don't know.
Right. I mean, it's like you would think that, he fought him, 3 times for the title and
3 times.
still couldn't get it done?
I mean, you saw the disappointment on his face.
Oh, yeah.
You saw the disappointment on his face afterwards. It resonated with him. And what happens next? I mean, if anything, you have an extremely charismatic storyline headed into 205, which is something I don't think I've ever said in my life.
Right. Yeah. True. That's very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole 205 thing is just, just seems kind of
It's just
stale.
lacking, man. It's
yeah.
just lacking. It's just lacking.
So what do you think happens with Aries from here?
Oh God. I think it's going to be something along the lines of what my buddy the Perfect 10 did in NXT. If I can't get it done, then I'm finished. I think it's going to be something along the lines of Austin Aries, doing, pretty much telling Neville, this is all or nothing. Mm-hmm. I'm competing for the title. If I lose, then I'll walk away from WWE. I think it could be something on that level. Yet again, any storyline could happen the way WWE is nowadays. It could be anything from, we'll just give you a match on Raw just cuz. Could be anything like that. But I think to make Austin Aries' character more, not one-dimensional, make it, multi-dimensional, so to speak. I think showing him as a, underdog is huge right now. That is a big, big thing, making Neville look almost like the Brock Lesnar of the Cruiserweight division. I think that's exponential right now. But it's going to change. I think that may be among the ideas of what to do with Aries. Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it's just, it's just a shame that they, he is fought him 3 times for the title, lost every time,
Yeah.
and so they're probably just going to put him in matches on Raw just to put him in a match.
Well, I hope not.
Oh,
I hope
sorry.
not. No, you're good, buddy. I hope not because the guy is immensely talented. He's been a fan favorite everywhere he's went. Whether it may be from Ring of Honor, from TNA, which is a crap company, from or to WWE and NXT even. He had a nice little couple matches with Baron Corbin.
Right.
Austin Aries can be whatever he wants to be, and everybody's appreciated his in-ring skill. And that's basically why I don't think they're going to bury him like they did Dolph Ziggler. I mean...
Oh yeah, don't get me started on Dolph Ziggler right now.
Yeah, let's not get started.
He's got to feel basically how I do. I mean, Vince wants to have a wild hair up his ass about that, but that's about what I got. I think it's going to be an all or nothing thing for Austin Aries, and I think
I think you know how sorry, but you know how Enzo's been getting attacked.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're dropping him to even
to
even though
singles?
you saw him Raw. You ain't messing with a cruiserweight. I weigh 206.
yeah,
But
he's the 1 pound over, right.
You're messing with a heheavyweight right now.
You know what? That's not
I
a
think
terrible idea.
I think he's gonna drop down to the cruiserweight, and I think they're gonna wait till Great Balls of Fire. I think maybe they might not have a cruiserweight match, but I'm hoping that they do. I'm hoping they wait till the next pay-per-view, which I think is SummerSlam. Or is it Money in the Bank?
No,
Money
in the Bank. Money in the Bank would
yeah.
be
After
Great Balls of Fire. But Money in the
Yeah.
Bank is actually SmackDown only, which I actually was surprised about.
Yeah,
I thought
I was like,
I thought it was both. Yeah,
Right.
Hey, I was like, wait, there's no more, but there's no more Raw. No, this is Raw.
Nice,
Hey,
yeah.
if y'all look back, just realize how much. Sorry to say this SmackDown, but Raw's Money in the Bank ladder matches were way better than SmackDown's.
Well, I will tell you, and I agree with you on that, but I think that changes that Money in the Bank. We will touch on that a little later because there are a couple things I want to say on that.
Can we talk about later? Can we talk about the women's?
Oh, we can talk about whatever you want, but we own the airwaves. We own the airwaves. So, Austin, like I said about Austin, I think he's going to be good. As far as Amore going down to the Cruiserweight division, the only thing that doesn't make sense to me about that is the fact that if you look at the Cruiserweight division, how just immensely talented and athletic and gravity-defying these guys are, Enzo Amore is not. Enzo Amore is not that great of a wrestler. He is arguably the best talker on the roster outside of Bray Wyatt. But
IP beats Bray Wyatt by a lot, okay?
We'll have more to talk about later.
That's all you need to talk about, okay? That's all you need.
All
you say is Enzo Amore, and that's all you need to talk about him, okay? Say his name and you're done.
Well, the young man is wearing a certified G shirt.
He is,
and I guess you can't teach that.
You can't
teach
see
that.
it, but
So-
go ahead and post that on Facebook real quick.
We certainly might do so.
I didn't get to say this, but this just came up to my mind.
Uh-huh.
If Apollo Crews goes back to Cruiserweight, if he goes to the Cruiserweight, I could see a great match between him and Tony Nese. Strong versus strong.
That'd be a hell of a matcheup.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be a hell of a matchup.
Tony Nese.
Well, and that way too. Tony Nese is.
Tony Nese is like he's like the. If y'all watch UFC, he's like the Conor McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
He's small, but he hits hard.
He's feisty.
Yeah. He's the Conor
McGregor of the
cruiserweights.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can dig that. I can dig that.
Or the Anthony Pettis.
Well,
Okay.
the Anthony Pettis. Yeah, it makes sense too. Actually,
Showtime kick right there.
I think Anthony Pettis actually makes a hell of a lot of sense. I think when you look at Anthony Nese and Apollo Crews at that point, if indeed there was some type of match that would happen, which you might, Apollo Crews wouldn't even have to turn heel. First of all, having him as a heel right now alongside Titus O'Neil, I think is incredibly dumb.
I think they should just to make them. I think they should actually turn them. Not turn them though, but how do I say this? I don't know how to say this really, but Apollo Crews is really. He's like teaching Titus O'Neil how to wrestle. Because this dude after the match, he's holding his tights up like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you holding the tights? Nah, we don't do that.
the whole thing with Titus, and I know we were getting a little off subject, but,
Yeah,
it does have to be said. The thing about Titus O'Neil is he actually has the ability to be somebody quite good. But it seems like ever since he touched Vince McMahon, things haven't been going that well for him.
Yeah.
As far as Apollo Crews goes, the fact of trying to make him heel, although he's still resilient about not cheating, but he's technically the heel if you have to have one in the match. How do you make somebody with a smile like his a heel? The guy has an infectious smile. Okay,
right.
He makes me feel feelings. Okay, so I just don't understand that fact. Yet again, I just think it's a lot of sloppy things thrown together, and that's about all I'll say about that. I know we're off topic, and we're going to get right back on. Uncle Jimmy just had to brew a little bit of coffee. We're pepping back up, and we're jumping on in to the next matchup. And Mr. Bergeron, what would that be?
That would be
Fatal 5-Way. I want to announce this one.
Fatal 5-Way.
I wanted to announce that one.
That is the Extreme Rules match to crown the number one contender for the WWE Universal Championship.
Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I think this is actually one of the best matches I've ever seen.
You know, I'm going to let y'all go with this, and I'm going to anchor the track. I'm going to finish after I heard y'all speak. I have multiple things to say, but y'all will probably say it. So y'all, the way it's going.
Can I go off about this match?
You can most certainly go off about this match. You go off to your heart's content.
I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all like some of the key points in the match. So Samoa Joe, there's near the barricade. Samoa Joe put Finn Balor in the Coquina Clutch. I think that's how you say it.
Yes.
And Roman comes up, the freight train that he is. Sorry.
No,
and he spears him. He spears both of them.
Spear to both.
Through the wall.
Yes.
Yep. Through a barricade.
Through a barricade.
Barricade, yes.
Same thing. Just a little bit harder.
Well, back in our day, it used to actually be a barricade.
Right.
Yeah,
the steel barricade. Back in my day,
the 1990s, they had the bars.
Yeah.
And then that's
what we're talking about.
But they had when they used to have like the bars because the gate would open, and they would just go through that.
Yeah.
And also, Bray Wyatt was on the announcer table, laid out.
Yeah.
And Seth Rollins, I actually thought he was gonna go Phoenix Splash, but he didn't.
I think he'd have died if he did the Phoenix Splash.
Yeah.
That's a hard angle.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I said the wrong thing. Sorry, but he did the frog splash. It was awesome. I thought Bray could counter that because nowadays
you thought he'd maybe move out the way,
because
or whatever.
his legs were
kind of off the table.
Off the table. So you're thinking, oh, hey, look, he's gonna counter it.
Yeah.
And then Seth hits it, and you're just like,
you know what's funny?
What happened to the things that we used to do?
Going back to the Phoenix Splash, I think he was thinking about it. But he was like,
nah, I'll get you.
He's like, hell no, this angle's just not right.
And then I thought,
and Seth gets hurt too damn much anyway, so we certainly don't need that happening.
With the broke back knee he has, the broke back knee,
injury prone,
injury prone.
One of the worst injuries I've ever seen was Seth Rollins. Well, one of them, and I say one because I've seen quite a few. I'm not going to mention Psycho Sid.
I can't do like actual.
Yeah.
I can stand just a little bit like that, but if they televise it,
Seth,
like on it, like looking at it with the camera.
Did you see when Seth blew all his knee out and everything? That was quite bad. That was quite bad. But
I can't do that. Okay.
To see him do the frog splash, a nice coup to the late great Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
To see him do that, that was just, that was extreme. that made sense to call it Extreme Rules. It was certainly an Extreme Rules match.
And that's just, it's not an Extreme Rule match if you don't break a table.
That's right.
Yeah, you're right.
If you call
the
it
Spanish
Extreme
announce table at that.
Hey, look, we should pick the Spanish or the Germans. Which one? Oh yeah, we hate Germans.
Spanish, that's right. You always go Spanish.
Which for some reason we literally hate Spanish people, okay?
So
anybody that speaks Spanish, get out of WWE right now.
Right. So do you
what I'm talking about right now, NXT, Sierra Andre? Yep.
Yeah. So do y'all agree with Samoa Joe as the winner? Do y'all think it's a good move?
Okay, so I'll go ahead and say this. We had 5 people watching it. The person that did not get picked, there's 2 people that didn't get picked. Because we all hate, and Samoa Joe was one of them. We don't hate him. We just didn't think he was gonna win because he's a new guy. Still, I would say that.
Mm-hmm.
And Roman didn't get picked because, oh hey look, it's Roman! Shove him down the throats!
Right, yeah.
That's correct.
It's
Just
correct.
in that voice, okay? Do it just like that.
Right, yeah. So, but do you agree with Samoa Joe as
I agree with it. It's gonna be a hard-hitting match. We may see a couple German suplex. I don't think we're gonna at least get to double digits, but
I don't see double digits.
Yeah, no double digits.
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
I don't see triple digits.
You know, the one
Hey
thing.
guys, let's just put James Ellsworth against Brock Lesnar and see if we can get to 100, okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I mean, you know, Ellsworth Mania.
Ellsworth Mania.
The one thing I want to say as far as the
no
Fatal
Chin
5-Way.
Mania.
Yeah.
No Chin Mania, yeah, right. The one thing I want to say about the Fatal 5-Way is, first of all, I thought they went with the right decision. Having Samoa Joe win.
Nobody expected it.
Well, kind of.
Yeah, that is the real answer.
Well, as far as Samoa Joe goes, you got a guy who's credible enough to go straight up with Brock Lesnar and not fear him in any way.
Hey Roman. This is what he says. I'm the only guy that can beat Brock Lesnar. Have you beat him? I mean, I remember you faced against him at WrestleMania 3.
He was close until
He
Seth
was
Rollins
close.
came
And
in.
then,
He was close.
I think the guy next to you, the real man, the Kingslayer, I think he slayed the beast.
He technically did slay the beast. He did it
And he also
in
took
heel
out-
fashion, but he certainly did it.
And he also took out the guy.
The guy.
The guy. I mean,
Yeah. I'm not a guy, I'm the guy. This call me
Not a
the
good guy,
because
not a bad guy.
I'm not a good guy,
Yeah.
I'm not a bad guy. I'm the middle guy.
See?
That's a good one right there.
you know, as far as the match itself, I mean, it to me, and I actually agree with my friends at Bleach Report for once.
Yeah,
They gave it
I
an
used to have
A+.
that.
They gave it an A+ as far as Bleach Report goes.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
the match was exceptional. First of all, it was a lot of fun and told a story. Yet again, going back to that.
Yeah.
Another match that actually told a story in ring. You had Samoa Joe and Bray Wyatt teaming up to take on everyone. Then, when are they going to turn on each other? You know, that was another story within the match. When are they going to turn on each other? And towards the end of the match, you have no idea who's going to win. You genuinely thought that it could have been anyone from Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, etc.
We all knew that it was probably going to be Roman Reigns, but then we all thought, well, how do I say this? We also thought that it maybe. We all had at least, Nikki had Finn Balor. Micaiah had Bray Wyatt. Yeah, Bray Wyatt, somehow. And then she wanted to change her pick. Said no. First pick, your last pick.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Dad both went Seth.
Right.
Tifa. She went with Roman. So.
But
I'm mad at Tifa. But. You don't go Roman. If you know our family, don't go Roman.
right. But there are some Roman fans out there, believe it or not.
The only guy at my school that likes WWE has the full outfit. Armband, wristband, and everything. Has a full outfit of Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's my friend.
But
But he
Well, that's
has
good
to
to
be
know.
my friend.
you still
because-
like him though?
Yeah, he has to be my friend because if I go to one of my other friends, I'll be like, "Hey, you see Extreme Rules? What's that?"
Right. Yeah.
I'll
Right.
You can ask my friends. I'll literally walk away from them.
There you go.
That just sums up your friendship with me.
So yeah,
Not in a bad way, but
Indeed you do.
Indeed you do. But Samoa Joe did end up winning that match, and the match should be good with him and Brock, man.
Oh, it's the right call, man. You you have leading up to Great Balls of Fire. First of all, dumb name, but
Dumb name.
you have leading up to that a man that you could actually believe can beat Brock Lesnar. I think that is the biggest talking point right now. When you talk about Finn Balor, who never lost, but at the same time, do we need that match now? When you look at the fact Seth Rollins thinks he can take on the Beast, yet again, we don't need that match now. This was the match we needed for this point in time to create hype for the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view, and to create somebody that we believe can beat Brock Lesnar.
Okay, no. Can we just say one thing that... Did we really need something that sounds like... sort of like a sexual joke?
What's that?
It's the pay-per-view name. I'm not saying...
Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah. Just...
Boy, this kid is on fire, man.
Oh my Jesus!
Kate, you are on fire today, dude.
But there is no water.
There is, yeah.
I'm not editing anything that's happened tonight. This is all natural.
Genuine.
This ain't
genuine,
being
man.
knocked down.
I know I'm only 10, but that just sounds like it.
Yeah.
I'm getting to that age.
Well, my IQ is only about 10, but I don't feel bad. I probably have a 10-year-old out there somewhere, but that's not for this podcast.
Hey, you just found him, okay? You're looking right at him.
Okay, see, shit like that really scares Uncle Jimmy a little bit. Actually, when you say that doesn't.
It scares me for my next generation.
Oh,
yeah, I hate my generation.
Oh dear God.
So everything being said, Spitfire, quick answer. What do you grade Extreme Rules?
Like a 1 through 10, or
like a
Let's go letter. We're gonna go letter grade.
Letter? Okay, a Z.
Oh wow!
Z, damn, that's bad.
Jimmy,
I never even got those
Z.
in school.
Hey,
I never even got Z's.
Hey, Z plus.
Z plus.
Oh,
there
with
you
a
go.
plus,
Z
the plus saves
sign.
your feelings.
Yeah,
because you don't want to hurt a snowflake.
No, we'll go with we'll go with a K.
A K. Why a K?
See,
that's in the middle, though.
Oh, okay.
That's
It's in the middle of
right?
the alphabet.
Nah, that's the middle.
but it's still much less than an F. So,
yeah,
it's
that
still
sums
not
up
good.
the pay-per-view.
Okay, alright, I feel you. I
didn't like it.
The kid does have a point.
The kid has a point, and at the same time, he thinks it was so crap he had to invent letters for the grading system.
Actually, there already is letters for the grading system. It's called Z through A. Get your facts straight.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know either.
We've been out of school for a while. See, Uncle Jimmy and Uncle Jeremy have been out of school for about 47 years, so we've had things a little different. But anyway, I would actually go with I'd go with a C+. plus.
Wow,
I think C plus overall.
Sorry, guys, not talking. Victoria's Secret just came on TV.
That did.
That's maybe you are my kid. Jesus. that's terrifying. I do. Oh my God! All right.
I'm losing there.
So you got.
I go C plus. I think it was good enough for a C plus because of the Fatal 5-Way, because of how good yet a little underwhelming Austin Aries and Adrian Neville was, and the Hardys match was good enough.
Oh yeah, just so you know,
I give C plus.
The plus is just for Elias Sampson. You're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why was he on the show?
I can answer questions about Elias Sampson.
Okay, let's do it. Get on the mic.
I am definitely pro Drifter.
Okay, I'm just gonna give you straight questions, okay?
Because the Drifter reminds me of me.
I'm gonna give you 3 questions. Hey, Jimmy.
Outside of the music talent.
Jimmy, I'm gonna give you 3 questions about Elias Sampson and why he was on this show.
3 questions. Okay, I can answer 3
questions. And why he came up at this time. Okay, yeah, that's my first question.
That is actually a very good question. Why did Elias Sampson
come up at this time?
Why did he come up to NXT randomly as he did?
Because I swear I've not seen it. Has it been 84 years since I've seen him?
It's been a little. The thing about Elias Sampson, I think it makes sense to move him at this time because you're changing the taste in your mouth that you had for Elias Sampson in NXT. Because believe it or not, they made one mistake in NXT, and it was Elias Sampson. That was the guy that they kept missing on in NXT. Now he is on the main roster, and they are taking their damn time with him right now, which is what needed to happen in the beginning. That was a great move, great PR move as far as WWE has done. I salute them for that. I dilute them on many things, but that's not one of them. I think it was a hell of a move to bring him down and take your time with him. or bring him up rather. Excuse me.
Right.
And take your time.
Right now, that's the main question about Elias right now.
Well, that was the main, but what were the other two?
It's like the one and the two main questions is why he appeared on Extreme Rules, and
Why didn't he?
Why? No,
Oh,
why
with
did-
the yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, and why did he? And just why did he come up at this time? I mean, this is a bad time.
What better time than now?
What better time than the present?
When Brock Lesnar isn't champion? Because I can see some easy bait right now.
You know, maybe it's the fact that I've in my 27 years I've seen so much in wrestling.
Yeah, you went back from old days to.
Oh, most certainly. But I think.
When's the first time you watched wrestling?
I was probably about 5 years old, so it's probably about
Oh, hey,
1995.
I watched wrestling the first day I was born.
There you go.
That's a beautiful thing to see. That's why he's here with us tonight.
That's it.
And
Yeah, exactly.
I did not. Short story. Born. There was, the TV sometimes they have those TVs on the left.
what in a hospital?
Or the clinic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of
the
course.
TVs on the
Not
top
that
corner.
I've ever been to a clinic.
Yeah.
But I want to clear.
No, I've been
that up.
there. Hey, been there, done that. About 12 surgeries. Been there, done that.
There you go.
That's a trooper. Ladies and gentlemen.
Cleft left, cleft palate, ears, nose, whatever you want to call it. Head.
That's a trooper, man. That's
I've
a
got
trooper.
everything around my face is $1 million. Might as well go ahead and give me the champion.
$1 million man
That's
right here.
beautiful, man.
You might
Hey,
as well go give me the champion. Find one.
you know, the kid was thrown a little adversity. He said, I ain't worried about you.
I ain't worried
I ain't
about
worried about you. I'm going to take
How you
care of
doing?
business anyway.
How you doing? That's
I'm going
right.
to take care of business
Certified
anyway.
G's.
One thing I do want to say as far as Elias Sampson goes, before I forget about it, he's a very polarizing idea to me. I think he can be one of those guys that comes out of nowhere and becomes a top guy
Sorry, I
in
heard
WWE. He's a top guy. He can be a top guy in WWE depending on how he's booked. I'm sure I'll hint on that at some point later on in our podcast next
future,
week or
yeah.
whatever it may be. But I think he's one of those guys who sneakily can kind of climb up the ranks and be at the top.
Daniel
of
Bryan.
WWE.
Daniel Bryan. Young Daniel Bryan. I would say that because NXT.
Coming from nothing to something, yeah. Coming
He went
from
from-
I would
nowhere
say,
to
yeah, he
He
won't
ain't
match
come
the
from top-
excitement of
Hey, he
Daniel
ain't come from
Bryan.
top enough,
I don't know
right?
about that.
I remember
You
him
don't
coming from
think so?
NXT. I remember him coming from NXT, winning NXT, surprisingly. Hey, did y'all know that, sorry, just quick thing. Did y'all know that Brodus Clay was in the third season and was Dalton Castle? Facts.
Did not know that. I knew
Oh, yeah,
I knew he was
and,
Tyrus
White.
in
And
TNA,
White.
which was so dumb. But
Tyrus, yeah.
that was stupid.
And Husky Harris.
Husky Harris, right.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, that was another.
He survived what most people can't do. Him and Ryback survived what.
Well, but they also changed character. When you
What I'm talking about, they went from a jobber
to somebody legitimate. but
except Ryback. I'm talking, yeah.
no, but Ryback was
Ryback-
definitely legitimate.
Ryback went against John Cena. That's a good thing to say in your career.
Oh, for
Is
sure.
I went up against one of the top guys. I beat Mark Henry in an arm wrestle contest. I remember that.
That's true. That's sort of no, but see, they were repackaged, and when you're able to repackage a superstar, I know it definitely changes something. They're not looked back as that person, especially Bray Wyatt, who changes his persona so much as he did. That was why he is as good as what he is, and he made you forget about Husky Harris.
It's just no, but I remember Husky Harris as sort of. I would say that he ties with Tyrus, the big man for in Nexus.
Mm-hmm.
That's Tyrus, right? It's
Yeah.
Tyrus.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. Try and get my facts straight. That so I think he ties with Tyrus in the best big man that was in NXT or the Core. Yeah, the Core. Remember the Core? Remember the Core?
Vaguely.
2010, 2012. 2012.
I remember the Core. That was when WWE was just throwing a bunch of guys together and saying, "Here, they're a group."
Yeah.
That was basically what that was.
Hey guys. Hey look, it's the club. Oh, nope,
Yeah.
bye.
It was basically like a bunch of.
did
It was a
y'all-
bunch of failed attempts at the New Day. It was a bunch of failed attempts at the Shield. It was a bunch of failed attempts like that. that kind of created those groups.
I wonder if y'all remember the Straight Edge Society, CM Punk?
Yes,
Yep.
with CM Punk,
Remember,
and that was with Doc Gallows.
I was just...
Yeah.
Stop taking my words. Luke Gallows went from, who the crap is this guy? To...
Well, that helped him succeed in Ring of Honor. That helped him succeed overseas.
You watch Ring
in
of...
New Japan.
Do you watch Ring of Honor?
I most certainly watched Ring of Honor. I have not watched it as much as I should have lately, but I
we
definitely know
keep track of
a good
it.
bit.
So you know that, I'm just gonna go ahead and get out of this real quick.
Yeah.
And go into something else. You know that Adam Cole got kicked out of Bullet Club.
Yes.
And,
Yes, I certainly
and
did.
the villain, Marty Scurll, just had to do a British accent on that. Came in. Yeah. Adam Cole and Marty Scurll.
That was damn good, actually.
Jesus, they sound just like it when I do my British.
Yeah,
Scurll and Cole.
Yeah.
that's pretty terrifying. You know, if you say that type of thing, like at nighttime when I fall asleep, you would scare the living hell out of me.
Hey, guess
I'm scared
what?
of children to begin with. Of course, you're not a child, of course. But like, just the low voice, oh, that scares the hell out of me when I'm saying, you know. Okay, I'm not sure what we're
Remember
doing.
that?
anymore.
Yeah.
No, dude, when that came on, my dad told me that he timed me. I was 5 seconds. Living room to bedroom. Because of that voice.
Yeah.
When I first saw that, I was like, he don't have a better monster voice than me, right? That's just a microphone, right? He was like, yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
Right.
Still got my monster voice.
One thing I want to say to all our listeners, as far as Elias Sampson, I have a lot of things to say, but I will save that for next week's episode. I will give you a extended look in to what your friend Uncle Jimmy here at Double J Podplex really thinks about why this guy can be somebody big, and it may surprise you.
It may surprise
But
everyone.
have we done the 3 count?
I think Elias Sampson has. Sorry, I know we're about to get into it, but
I'll get into it next week.
I think that Elias Sampson is just gonna be the younger Daniel Bryan. He's gonna come from NXT to Miz's assistant to winning the Money in the Bank to winning it at TLC when Big Show faced Mark Henry. Actually, one of the craziest matches I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went from losing it at SummerSlam. Yeah, I know. That was heartbreaking to me. When y'all saw that? SummerSlam 2014? When Randy Orton cashed in? He beat John Cena?
Yep.
Now I cried.
Yep. I remember
Yeah,
that.
I pulled a U when Sting when.
Oh, dude, don't remind me.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
don't
like
remind-
when Sting retired, man, that took a part of me.
Yeah, no, I'm just like you. I've loved Sting. He hasn't been my all-time, I look up for him to inspiration.
Oh, he's
But still, he's been a part of my life. It's just saying. I'm just gonna say that.
for sure.
Yeah. So,
Let's get into the 3 counts.
right, yes, we have this new part of the show that we started last week called 3
Y'all
Count Fall. Yeah, we did last week.
I thought it was a couple weeks ago because I remember looking on Facebook.
Or the last show.
The last show. We would also like to apologize. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. We actually had a stray cat that my friend here, the main J, Jeremy, actually let into the house. He saw the cat, and the cat was really poor looking, and he said, "You know what? I want to bring this cat in. I want to bring this cat in. I want to give it a great home." And the bastard bit part of the cord off.
Part of the
So
cord.
when you heard those loud, abrupt sounds, it was
you,
because of the cat came back.
the cat.
Oh, I love
Have
it.
y'all heard that song? The cat came back the very next day. Home sweet home. They try to put him on. They put him in a boat with a man with a balloon.
So
The next
you're
day they
10,
found
right?
a man.
You're 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would have been 7. It's possible. Let's go to the 3 count. Let's go to the 3 count.
on to the 3
No,
count
I
fall.
want to hear this. Can we hear this?
No,
No, we're gonna do it.
No, we're not doing this.
Yeah. On to the 3 Count Fall. This
You
is
can have
where
Uncle Jimmy
we
pass
ask.
out.
This is where we ask our friends on Facebook.
Susan?
Where we ask our friends on Facebook to send in some questions, and we pick 3 random ones, And so we're going to do that right now. Now, the first question is from Troy Racco. I think that's how you pronounce it, Troy. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Troy Racco. Yeah.
So, Kaydon, what's his question?
You know, Troy actually has the most beautiful eyes I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
He does. He has beautiful eyes.
He has really pretty eyes.
Except when you see Ember Moon with those light turquoise contacts.
Oh, yeah. Hey Troy, you know, Uncle Jimmy still loves you.
It really brings out his...
I'd take you over Ember. I mean, I'm not really into black chicks anyway, but I'd take you over Ember, dude.
Really brings
they
out
they got something that you like, though.
You know?
Like, what I'm saying is no homo, but I would.
I would.
They got something but you like, though.
Alright, Kaydon, what's Troy's question?
Why has the Cruiserweight division not been built very strongly or booked well? I can sum that up right now.
Oh,
what you got, Kaydon?
Because they literally just added this in out of Point Blank. Duh. They added it in Point Blank. Oh, hey, we're gonna have a 2-week build up for this, and then we're gonna make it pretty well, and then we're gonna have the guy lose it at least maybe 3 weeks later, and then and then soon enough we're gonna have Neville win it. He's gonna keep it on. Austin Aries is gonna come join, and he's gonna lose it for freaking 4 times.
You know, my whole thing with the Cruiserweights is, you know, like, the last Raw show that came to New Orleans here, you know, that was the time when people were doing smoke breaks or going to the bathroom,
Yes,
you know.
it was.
I didn't know about this. I went to a live event myself. Dad took me. We took one friend of mine. He knew WWE, but he was like, during everything, he was like, who's this? He was he was a typical rookie.
Rookie. There you go. That's a good word.
I would like to say rookie.
Good word.
Rookie.
But, you know, honestly, I don't think they have enough cruiserweights in the division.
No,
they have enough. They have enough.
It's deep.
I think that's a little part of.
I think they have enough. I think they have enough to just. It would be nice. It's just instead of having a tournament as a Cruiserweight Classic, it was a battle royal, but it was only pinfall.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I wouldn't say eliminate. I wouldn't say battle royal. Elimination. Mm-hmm. There you go. All the cruiserweights they had, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I don't know who would win that. My top 3 would probably be Cedric Alexander.
I like him too.
Rich Swann, and I'm actually, if Neville joined, I'm gonna have to go Brian Kendrick over him.
I like Brian Kendrick.
I think they would screw over Neville because of how he's a to fans. Okay.
Right. Well, you know,
I got ya.
The one thing as far as the Cruiserweight division goes in general, like the future of it, I mentioned earlier about Austin Aries and what I kind of feel as far as what his next step is. I think if indeed they do accept another match, it's going to be an Iron Man type of match.
I think I'm going. The next pay-per-view is Great Balls of Fire, right?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna.
I thought Money in the Bank was next.
Money in the Bank is next.
I'm
Money in the Bank is next.
I'm talking about the next Raw.
Oh, okay. Next Raw. Okay.
I'm thinking they're actually gonna go. It's gonna come down to like a steel cage submission match or a Hell in a Cell submission match, and it's just gonna be 2 matches combined. Okay, I'm telling you, it's gonna be 2 matches combined.
I don't know if they're gonna keep the submission up. I don't think they're gonna keep the submission.
No.
Well, I'm just saying. What would be a good one would be a Hell in a Cell submission match. It would probably be good.
Yeah, why not? Hell, I mean, they definitely have all animosity. I think just it makes sense for if it is going to be a career type match, which first of all would add a lot of intrigue to the cruiserweight division.
They would have I don't remember when this happened, but I do remember seeing it. Is when John Cena got fired, and he came right back. I think that's gonna be it. I think Neville's gonna get retired. I think it might be like a match. Oh, here's a good match. Sorry,
okay.
Career versus championship match.
Yeah, that's basically give or take what I kind of think. I think it's going to be...
Oh, it's going to be... Hey,
something, because you saw the look on Austin Aries' face.
Yeah.
He has something to prove, not only to himself, but to the world, whether he can actually beat Neville or not, and it's driving him insane. And they need to build off of that angle. But as far as the Cruiserweight division in general, the issue is not the lack of characters. The issue is the fact that there is a Cruiserweight division that cannot wrestle anyone else. You do not have, you can't have Austin Aries versus Dolph Ziggler. You can't have...
That would be a good match.
You can't have Tony Nese versus, I don't even know, Bray Wyatt, per se. Just anybody.
Okay,
you can't have these matches. You can't have, let's see who else. Ty Dillinger, even, versus anyone from the Cruiserweights.
Hey.
That's the issue with the Cruiserweight division, is that you're stuck in your division. You could have a Cruiserweight title. That's perfectly fine. That's great. I think that was a phenomenal idea. Having the tournament was a phenomenal idea. But as far as a Cruiserweight division, that makes pretty much no sense if you can't allow them to wrestle outside of the division.
I'm going to add something to your thing. Is what went on after the Cruiserweight tournament it's not good. It was a facepalm.
Facepalm. Facepalm. But
come on, you gotta do the facepalm, man.
Oh, I have a front bill on. I don't know, dude. I think I have a kid now and shit. Just go on to the next.
All right. So question 2, is by Eric Porter, and his question is:
will we ever see Brock Lesnar again?
Which is a very...
Hey, you should have said that after the Great Balls of Fire, just saying, but still, nah, he shouldn't leave, actually. I think...
Will we ever see him again? It seems it's been forever since we've seen him.
Hey, guys, another Facebook post.
It's been
84
years, yeah.
Well, a young man told me before I came in, that Brock Lesnar is going to show up at Great Balls of Fire. But yet again, we have not seen the pay-per-view yet. So it is my guess that Brock Lesnar actually will never return to the ring ever again.
He is scheduled to be on Raw next week.
I think from the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, I think it's going to be Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
At Raw?
No, Great Balls of Fire. Great Balls of Fire.
No, I mean, as far as that goes, jokingly, Brock Lesnar's been done about 10 years ago. But seriously...
where did you come from?
He and Joe are going to put on one hell of a show at Great Balls of Fire.
I hope so.
I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a 10-minute match.
Yay!
It's not going to be it's not going to be a long match. It's going to be they're going to go back and forth.
Well, anytime you have matches with Brock Lesnar involved, especially when it's against somebody of the stature of Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, or in this case Samoa Joe. Well, John Cena too. But as far as guys who can kind of carry a match, because Brock Lesnar cannot carry a match anymore.
No, he can't.
You have guys, first of all, Samoa Joe can carry a match.
Yes.
That's why this match will last, I'd give about 11, 12 minutes. I think it's going to last longer.
It's going to last
Samoa Joe
at least
can win,
under 15 minutes.
It's not going to be a squash match. It's not going to be Brock Lesnar beating the hell out of Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe has something to prove. They have WWE in general has a lot of faith in him, giving him this point to begin with.
I'm telling you, if Samoa Joe wins it, I think we're not gonna see Brock Lesnar for at least.
Well, a lot of ways that'd be the passing of the torch. I think Joe winning doesn't sign Lesnar off for good.
No,
it pisses him off more. But
right, yeah.
But it does, in a way, pass the torch to the new, monster in WWE, or the animal, so to speak, in the WWE. But as far as Eric, though, I appreciate the comedy, because we could always use a little laugh as far as Brock goes. I mean, look, it's not like he's doing anything in UFC anymore, so you'd expect the young man to be on television.
I think maybe.
I don't think he'll go back to UFC. If he does, if he goes, he'll go to Bellator.
No, actually, what I want.
I don't think Dana wants him back, but that's.
No, I don't know what I'll actually know what I want to see again. No, not again. It's never happened. I want to see him go to Ring of Honor. Him versus Marty Scurll. Him versus Kenny Omega.
That
would be a great match.
We'll realize also, if he goes to Ring of Honor, he doesn't have the booking team that he has down here. Although, when he went to New Japan to face Shinsuke Nakamura, he was booked as a beast.
Wait, what?
But that was when he went.
Wait,
Yes, he had a match in, I don't really know the year. That's about mid-2000s. He had a match with Shinsuke Nakamura. And that was obviously a different looking Shinsuke as well. But
I missed on great matches, okay? I missed on them.
But then again, as far as Brock...
That's what YouTube's for.
Yeah, amen.
That's what YouTube's for.
As far as Brock goes, he was then able to carry a match.
Right.
Him now going over there, it wouldn't be a bad thing. But I don't think Brock's going anywhere anytime soon. And we will, as far as Mr. Eric goes, we will be able to see him soon in the ring of Great Balls of Fire. Mm-hmm. I hope so. And remember, the WWE Network is now still only $9.99.
$9.99.
Just wait, guys.
That's my plug.
Hey, give it a couple months, and WWE Network's gonna sort of go to crap a little bit, and then they're just gonna spark it up with $5.99. Just wait for it, okay? just give it a couple months. And I think WWE Network's just it's gonna go downhill. Mm-hmm. Like again, Hulk Hogan run TNA.
Right.
That's gonna be a special all to itself, talking about TNA and this and that. We may actually do that one of the midweek episodes where we don't really have a whole hell of a lot to talk about. We'll talk about TNA or the ruin of TNA, and I could go off about that for about a year and a half.
Right. So we're gonna move on to question 3, sent in by Shane Ferry. And what is the question?
Why does WWE insist on naming pay-per-views with poopy names when you can take a classic WCW title run and run with it like Halloween Havoc or Bash
at the beach? Yeah.
I said that right, guys.
You know, there you go. You
did. Job, buddy.
You did. You did.
So
we had to censor it, Shane, just because a little one, or not a little one, but a younger cat was reading the question.
What does it actually say? I want to see.
I'm a good reader.
Oh, Shane.
Yeah.
Shane. You ain't gotta cuss.
You ain't gotta cuss on here, dog. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's right.
So here's my thing. I think WWE should have taken a lot of those classic WCW pay-per-view names and used them. Like they used Great American Bash for a while.
Bad Blood, American Bash. I can make.
Well, Bad Blood was always a WWE name. That wasn't a WCW pay-per-view.
I'm saying it's a name that.
Well, yeah, true.
So here, I can name. I'm gonna name about five pay-per-views.
I just said Stargate. That's not a pay-per-view.
What the hell is that?
Stargate.
Yeah.
Stargate.
Come on, bro.
That happened before WrestleMania one year.
Yeah, because Starcade was technically like WCW's WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was their Mania.
Yeah.
Remember when Goldberg?
I always thought Super Brawl should have been their Mania.
No, that's actually a porno.
Hey guys, remember when Booker T beat Goldberg?
Yes.
Yep.
And guess what? That didn't defend his streak. So what is? Gonna get a little taser in there?
Yeah.
Like happened with Scott Nash, and guess what? That didn't go against his streak.
No.
What goes against? Is it like? Do we actually have to have like him versus normal people? It's gonna go with the streak, but him losing doesn't go against the streak that he had. Just makes it way more dumb than it should be. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be more dumb. I'm talking about it should be more greater.
Well, Shane
but the streak's also been like Undertaker's streak. He lost. He took a loss. It went against the streak. Goldberg takes a loss, and it doesn't go again. Go ahead, Jimmy.
No, I was gonna say as far as to answer Shane's question, I think it's more of a issue with creative trying just to think so far out the box or something so unique that they end up thinking of something that really should have never been thought of in the first place. Hence, kendo stick on a pole match. I think that's the same creative that created Great Balls of Fire, the same that created Fastlane, which I hate, the same that created Roadblock, which I think is retarded.
Yeah.
They've had a knack, or wrestling in general has had a knack for naming really dumb pay-per-views in the past. And I think it just comes down to overthinking. Yeah. I think it just comes down to overthinking something that should not be as difficult as what it is.
Hey, I think Becky Lynch would help with this name. Because I'm pretty sure she went with Straight Fire.
Straight Fire, yeah.
Get it?
Straight Fire.
Yeah.
One pay-per-view I would actually love to see come back is Halloween Havoc. That's
yeah. That'd be
That's
nice.
a great one to me.
I would like to. Okay, imagine Finn with an entrance in that.
Oh, that'd be great.
That
Be perfect.
That'd be like, him in Halloween time in general.
Yeah.
With a demon entrance is going to be perfect. That's going to be sweet.
Right. So Cade, there's something you wanted to bring up.
yeah, why did Austin Aries smile after he lost to Neville?
That's a very interesting question.
That's one that you can't really answer with a straight. Just a
You know,
straight.
he may have just been laughing at himself for not being able to get the job done for the third time in a row.
Yeah, I think it was just utter disappointment. That's why I think
He's just like,
what I was saying
sitting there.
earlier about the if I don't do this, I'm done type of match.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Looking at him, he was extremely disappointed in himself, and there was a reason they zoomed into his face.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? There was a reason.
I'm thinking that the reason why he smiled is he's like a mad scientist right now planning something to get the title. He's like a mad scientist. He's just like, got an idea.
Yeah.
Oh, might as well go to the lab.
Maybe he's up to something mischievous, dude.
Well, he's always up to something mischievous. He is Austin Aries. He is the greatest man who ever lived.
Greatest man who ever lived.
Well,
Hey.
not named
He's-
AJ Styles, but that's
Or Chris Jericho.
not named AJ Styles.
Or Chris
Or Bret Hart, guys.
Or
Come on,
Bret
y'all.
Hart. Or the Hitman.
Can't forget that gimmick.
I could
the
dig
best
to
there
him, man.
will
I could dig to him, man.
was and ever will.
Okay, I have to
one of my
say this
favorite
before I
gimmicks,
forget.
actually.
I have to say this before I forget. We do rule the airwaves. Why is Samantha Bee a thing?
That is
Why the hell is Samantha Bee, first of all, also bragging about being on Wednesday nights? She's only on Wednesday nights. She's on one night a week, and that's a thing.
That is the thing, apparently.
Maybe you should talk about something other than Trump for a change. You
Y'all
might
haven't-
actually have a chance on air.
Y'all didn't see SmackDown, right? Did both of y'all not see SmackDown?
I didn't.
I did.
Can I go ahead? This isn't gonna spoil it for you, right?
No,
no,
it
no.
ain't spoiling nothing.
Do you care that much?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's not a pay-per-view, so.
Right.
Okay, so Lana coming back.
No, it's just that, yeah.
That's you. I'm coming from that. She's gonna face Naomi, almost said Becky Lynch, for the Women's Championship, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say a prediction for that is the Women's Championship ladder match is gonna be for the Women's Championship match. So the winner is gonna cash it in. Just like Dean did.
Well, yeah, exactly. I think, first of all, keeping Naomi out of Money in the Bank would be a mistake. So that I do think she does defend it in some way, shape, or form. And
Because having like not having a women's match, it's like not. Oh no, that's already happened. I was about to say a joke of not seeing John Cena for a year. Yeah, that happened. It's like seeing Sting retire.
yeah, we keep going with that
I'm
one.
sorry.
It keeps hurting.
That's coming to my mind though.
Man, that still hurts.
It does hurt.
It still hurts, man.
It does.
But
there was one thing that Kaydon before we finished. There was one thing that Kaydon wanted to kind of, I guess, discuss real quick. Not for too long, but go ahead, Kaydon.
It's like a rumor or news that Omega wants AJ Styles. Kenny Omega wants to face AJ.
So what do you think? How do you think that would go?
I've already seen the match, but I'm gonna say what could happen. Okay, so I could see Bullet Club being a big part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see Balor Club. I'm talking about people. I think, what's his name? Big, Bad Luck Fale?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna come to WWE soon. I think most of the people from Bullet Club, WWE's just snatching flies out of Bullet Club.
I think they're trying to do that more and more. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to get rid of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Just saying.
Well, I don't know about that. Just because it's such a regional promotion on that side. I think there is a possibility that Vince may find a way to buy it, or at least be able to cross promotion with it.
Yeah.
That's why you'd be able to have people from Bullet Club going on over. As far as the Omega and Styles match goes, is the only thing I will say on it. And Jeremy, I only have one word for the Omega and AJ Styles match. Can you imagine my one word? What would my one word be to describe?
If I had to put money
3
on
words.
it, I would
Can't say
say
anything about it.
phenomenal.
Phenomenal would be the correct word. So that's about all I have to say on that. The match would be phenomenal.
It would be, I agree.
And not even pardon the pun.
I think-
expect the pun.
Think already. I mean, the first match, great. It was one of the greatest matches I've ever seen. It actually, for the awards for New Japan Pro Wrestling, it won the greatest match in that year.
Yeah, it was exceptional.
And there was it beat everything else by like a mile. So, and there's also one thing. Can I just say one thing real
Sure.
quick?
Yeah.
I want to talk about just a little bit about the Enzo and Cass.
That is something to bring up.
Yeah.
Can we go ahead and just do like a little bit of a segment for that?
Sure.
I want y'all to help me on this.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here to help.
I don't really see them splitting up because Dad told me this, that they haven't won an NXT title.
That's true.
Or Raw.
Yeah, right.
So,
They haven't held the titles yet. I think, that's gonna have to come. That's gonna have to come to a point where they hold the titles.
I think, alright, so before everybody thought that, before the Hardys came back, it was supposed to be them to win it. But Jeff Hardy was smart. He said he wasn't going to sign with WWE.
I kind of think they didn't expect to sign the Hardys as soon as they did. I think they was in a way expecting to get them for the Monday night afterwards.
Oh,
That's what I was kind of expecting.
I thought that it was kind of weird that Samoa Joe wasn't in a match at WrestleMania. I know he just came, but I'm just saying.
That flip-flopped for me. I thought they were going to have Joe at Mania and have the Hardys on Monday night. So that kind of flip-flopped a little bit for me.
I thought if Samoa Joe had a match, I was thinking that it was going to be Finn that interfered. Could happen because NXT.
Because they did have their NXT
Right.
Red Blood.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
true.
For sure.
Okay,
So-
he knows his stuff, dude.
Yeah.
He knows it. He's on point.
Dude's on point. I mean, he's the one. He's in here. He's keeping us honest tonight, man. He's keeping us on point. He's making us up our game. Of course, I just realized my game can only go up so much.
Right.
So, maybe it's time to have a send off.
So is this it?
No, this isn't it. This
Oh,
isn't.
okay.
I'm done.
Sorry.
No, this just dramatics.
Right.
I'll drink a little coffee, eat a little Taco Bell, then have the runs, and I should be okay after that.
I might have to snack on some of the stuff that my wife made. Some more of it, I mean. Kaydon, you have any last words, dude? Or final words?
It was nice to be on this podcast.
And you know what? You know what? It was good to have you on the show.
We enjoyed
You
having
definitely have done your homework and did it with your eyes closed. And so, you definitely have your information.
Yeah.
And you know your stuff, so.
I will say not many younger guys know a whole bunch about NXT, much less
Or independent circuits,
or independents in general.
Yeah.
Much less Ring of Honor and New Japan and Lucha Underground, which surprised the hell out of me, to be honest. Not many older guys talk about Lucha Underground as much as they should. So we thank you for having. We would definitely have you back.
We didn't really get to Lucha Underground that much.
Right.
Like I thought we would. But
Right. But if we just to have knowledge of who Johnny Mundo is pretty damn impressive.
And just to say one thing, I'm just gonna go ahead and describe Lucha Underground in one word. Spectacular.
I agree. No, I agree. I believe it's on the El Rey Network, which I don't think anybody gets.
Yeah, I don't.
We used to have it.
You used to have, I know I don't.
I don't have it.
I watch it on YouTube and here and there. It's definitely.
It's on Netflix. Did y'all know that?
It is on Netflix, huh?
Oh, really? No doubt. I did not know that. That's pretty sweet. Well, I tell you what, Uncle Jimmy's going to have his bedtime stuff to watch. Yeah. And this time it's not. It's wholesome. It's
wholesome. Yeah, wholesome.
That's it's a wholesome thing. Yeah,
wholesome.
I'm not watching Kaylee Cuoco to until I fall asleep.
Right.
Because hopefully I feel she'll visit me in my dreams. Because Because, that way we can, be together on horseback, naked. Anyway, and, Mr. Bergeron?
Yeah, so that about does it for us.
That about does it for us. It's
until next
late
time,
in the man cave.
Until next time, we'll probably try to get together next week for another episode.
We certainly will, and we would like to have a good buddy over here back. Look, he's 10 and he knows more than most of y'all know at 40. So, what's that?
I don't think we're coming back till next year.
Well, you just broke everyone's heart on air.
Man, the secret's out, man.
We'll Skype you. We'll Skype you or call in or something. We'll make sure.
Yeah.
We'll make sure you're back. I promise you.
Absolutely.
Uncle Jimmy don't break promises unless it's to women.
Or hearts. He does break hearts though.
No, they break mine, Jeremy. They break. That's why I'm sad every night and I gotta watch Kaylee Cuoco.
Right, this is true.
I think it's a
and I think I also pronounce her name different every time I say it. And with that,
that's probably the reason she's not with you.
Ooh.
Well, that money. Wait, so if the only reason... No, we have to speak of this. If the only reason I'm not with her is because I don't know how to pronounce her name, that's an awesome reason. I can fix that.
Yeah.
I can fix that.
Well, that money.
Burn.
Well,
Jimmy.
I have to go put some ointment on that burn, and we would love to see y'all later on. Please tune in. Set your dials back. We'd love to see y'all quick, man. Drive safe, folks.
Check us out and spread the word. See ya.
And also, one more thing I have to get into. Tomatoes are not fruits, okay? Stop being fruits, people.